Howie here. It's 10:27 on the 15th of May 2017. It's Monday, so overnight I had some orders in. I found 4 or 5 stocks that I had some interest in. They had a pretty bad Friday, so I put some limit orders in, nice and low. None of them filled. There's one Just Energy JE that I have a limit at, where is it? 827. So you see we're down to 830 and it's fallen pretty good. Gap down, high of 862 yesterday. So if I can get in at 827, I feel good about it. But I basically sat around for about 45 minutes in the morning and didn't do anything. Just sort of watched, and I think for this week I'm going to really be focused on just thinking about my trades, waiting, having patience before entering, not entering sort of quickly and without much thought. So I'm sitting on 3 trades right now. They're all not doing, they're doing okay. I'll tell you about them. So AIM was the first one. I got in 377, which it had some support in here, and it sort of floated around. Yeah, actually no, I got in over here because I had my finger on the trigger to sell at 380, and it pushed up here, so I must have picked it up right here, and I didn't click it. I don't know why. It just looked like there was some support from the upside on it, but I'm still in it. It's trading at 376, but there's a big number, 375. So I'm going to sit on this for a while. NDM, same thing. I came in right here. It looked like it had dropped to 242 and pulled up and then sort of flatlined. So I picked it up 244, immediately sold off to 237, which felt like last week again. That happened to me a lot of times last week, where within seconds of entering a stock, it just tanked down a bunch. But you can see here we're pulling back in the right direction. So I'm just going to keep my eye on this one. And the third one is APH, which when this was at about 612, I put a limit order in at 606 and just sort of let it go. And you can see it came down, it touched into 603. I think is moving in the right direction. So I think for this guy, just a little short one getting up here might be nice. 613, 614. High day is 617. It's having a winning day, so that's good. These other two are big losers, but my hope is that they're at the bottom of their losing day and might pull up a little. So I'm keeping my eye on all 3 of these, and we will see how it goes. So this AIM also like gapped down gigantically a few days ago. If you look at the 5-day on this one, huge gap down from like 8 to 3. There must have been some bad news, and then the last 3 days it's just sort of been fairly flat. So that's where we're at now. So I'm just sort of chilling. Yeah, so for today I'm going to try to, or so for this week, I'm going to work hard at being patient more than anything else. Sometimes I'll be clicking through sort of most active stocks, and I'll just see one and it looks decent, and I'm in there within 20 seconds of seeing it, which probably isn't a good idea. This is weird. I'm getting like a technical error on the software. So I don't know what's going on, but APH is moving in the right direction. See, there's bids at 613, so pretty soon I'm going to run away. these numbers are fairly healthy on the upside. Bring the gap here. Push that gap to the bid side for 613. Push it the wrong way. Okay, it's not like it let me send my order in. This is not good. Alright, well, this is a first for me. When I'm trying to preview an order on here, I'm getting an error that says, "It's us, not you. This should be working, but something's gone wrong. Please try again soon. Internal error. Error occurred when trying to create your order." So I can't do anything right now. This is very strange. I'm gonna have to call them and see what's going on. But I was trying to get out of APH. I think it's 612 or so. AIM is pulling up, and NDM not doing so hot. So, yeah, this is weird. I restarted my computer. So hopefully this is just a little temporary thing, but this is very strange. Yeah, still getting the air. So I'm frozen. Frozen day trading. Well, I can't do anything. It wouldn't let me log in for the last hour and a bit, and now I can finally log in, but I can't buy or sell anything. I just got a trigger on this one, which I was looking at earlier, ACB 252. I put a notification on because it looked kind of juicy at 252, and I want to put a limit order at 251, but it won't let me. Yeah, I just like this one right now. So there's a huge buy at 250. 145,000 shares at 250. So that's a little bit of protection. And I think it's, since it's gapped up, let's look at the 30-day on this. You can see it. Wow, 3-month, I guess. Whoops. Look at the 3-month. If you look at this gap up point that happened in late March, 241. I think since that point, this 250 mark has barely been breached. So with this big upswing, coming down, it tested here at 250. Broke through the other day, but I don't know, I kind of like it. But I can't buy it. And my other stocks are going sideways, which are frustrating because I can't do anything about it. APH got up. Well, let's look at the day. APH pushed up to 815, and then it's come all the way down. And now it's pushing up again, but I can't do anything. AIM just tanked down. Can't do anything about it. NDM, the worst of the worst, tanked down to 230. Can't do anything about it. So I'm sort of frozen here until they fix things. So I don't know. Alright, it looks like I'm finally able to make a trade. They seem to have fixed things. However, everything's gone sideways. APH is down, tanked off 605. AIM is now tanked down to 367. And NDM has tanked down. It actually got all the way into the 225s. So there's nothing really to sell. I mean, I guess I should have had stop losses on all these. However, I wasn't expecting I was watching them, so I wasn't expecting just not to be able to sell for several hours. So that's sort of frustrating, but I'm gonna say ACB. I'm gonna put a limit order in a moment. I think I might have filled something else. It's still loading funny. Yeah, I'm not really sure this software is sort of being goofy. So I'm just gonna sort of keep my eye on this stuff. I mean, yeah, I am as frustrating. Sold off a little here. Guess I'll stop loss at a 364. Low of days 361. See if I can actually get that order to go through. Alright, so I'm just putting a limit order on, sorry, not a limit order, stop market at 364. See if it actually works. Alright, so okay, so stop market 364 on AIM. NDM looks like it's traveling in the right direction, but I bought in at 245 way up here. So I'm already below what I probably would have stopped myself out at, which probably would have been around 235 or something. So looking at the numbers, 230 seems big, huge, so I'll go just under. Stop loss at 229, 228, let it ride a little bit. Alright, so stop market 228. It's brutal. Alright. Hopefully this will come back up and make me happy. So those two are open, and APH. A lot of protection going down. More volume on the upside for sure. So I'll just sort of sit and watch this APH for a bit. I'm doing it on this one though, I think, even though the volume's quite low. I'll at least try and put a limit order at 251. Looks like we're going to be triggered on AIM. Looks like we just got triggered. Yep, we did. It's tanking down again. So we filled at 3.636. 3.636. So that's minus 349. It's funny because that was the one I had my finger on at 380. Way back here. Way back here. So get rid of that one. See what this guy's doing. So put a limit order on this at 251. Alright, limit order is in place here. See if that fills at all. A quick update, 12:50 p.m. We haven't filled yet on ACB at 251. It went up a cent. So now we got some buyers at 252. But there's some big numbers above. This 168, this 127. So I think it'll be tough to get higher. And the sell at 253 is not very big. So we might still fill here. I'm gonna leave it open. Just let it run, see what happens. NDM is done almost nothing. I still have the stop loss at the 228 right here. Yeah, there's much bigger numbers like this 50,000. 233 is pretty gigantic. 70,000 at 230. So it looks like there's buy pressure relative to these numbers, where the biggest numbers 30,000 up here, 49,000 up here. So hopefully it'll trend upwards throughout the afternoon. APH is just sort of really frozen. It's hit this 610 big number here. It has some potential to be going down, actually, looking at this, because there's not a lot of big numbers in the downside until we get to $6. So I might actually run out of this one if I get some at 609, which I just did. All right, I'm gonna put in a sell at 609 here. I might come back in later, but $1,500, is that right? Yeah. Okay, I filled at 609 and it just gapped to 608. So APH 609, the glorious $31 profit. But it's my first green trade. The last, look at this delicious number. My first green is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in a row. 11 out of 12 I've been in the red. So while it's a tiny number, we'll take it as a win because it's been going pretty sideways all last week. So I'll just keep my eye on that. I think if it drops down again into here, I saw a big buy at $6. So you know, if it gets in here, 602, 603, something like that, I might consider getting back in for another round. So I'll just keep my eye on that. And this guy's not coming into range for us. It's very slow moving. So I'll keep my eye on that one. And NDM, oh, it's coming up a little bit more. So we were in this one at 245, so we're still looking at a nickel or thereabouts. But high a day is like 266, so you know, there's room on the upside. Looking at this in hindsight, it looks like, you know, the ideal entry point's like 230, 229, 228, even 230 would be decent. So I clearly misread the low when I got in. So we'll just keep our eye on these. Not much to do right now. Just having a look at the CVE. So a market order ready to go, but not filled. Just gonna keep my eye on it. See if it wants to continue down. Maybe it is 1330. It's building. All right, I'm in. So that 1330 build. So I got in at 1331. This might be a quick one. Okay, we've got a gap. We're moving up a little bit. Got a big number at 1331. Just looking at level 2 here. Check back. Check back on NDM. It's still flat, not in there. APH still flat. Alright, let's keep our eye on this one. Wrong way. I'm just getting out now. 1333. Just it's not building up the way I wanted. Oh, and then it bangs up seconds later. Good stuff. Alright, I got out at 13,331. For a nice $7 profit. We will take it. We're just looking for a little positives at this point. I just saw the numbers on the ask side growing and several spots on the bid side being quite small. Just expecting a couple cent pushback. Alright, let's go back to this. Nothing going on here. Volume petering off. This is unmoving for a little volume. APH might be moving down. Might consider getting in again at 606. $6.10 just grew. I think it'll be going down in a minute. I'm putting a limit order at 606 on here. The 610 should push it down a few cents, hopefully. There we go. NDM is coming back to where I bought it at. Hooray. Okay, so I'm taking my stop loss off NDM because on this software, in order to sell something, you can't have a stop loss at the same time. So as long as this pressure keeps going, we will just keep our eye on it. Get it at 46 right now. 50 is a big number. It's going to be a challenge. We don't have too much on the downside. Not liking that 46. I'm out. I think I didn't hit 45. It's frozen. What did I fill at? It took like 10 seconds to fill. That was annoying. Fill at 243.8 average fill. I got 3,300 at 244 and 700 at 243. It just dumped down there right in the middle. 2,438. So it's a $62 loss on that one, but I don't mind because of the mess up in the morning. And the fact that this guy got in the 220s, which would have stopped me out for sure. Alright, so that was my fourth trade of the day. Just gonna see what's going on. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see that fill. Excuse me. JE. Remember the JE I was talking about this morning, just energy? This filled for me. Remember I put 827? Filled. Where are we? Filled at 827. Nice. At 1211. Pay attention to those excuse me, limit orders. So it came down here, low a day, and we're in JE. $10.27. And that was 1,200 units. Okay, so we're in this one. So let's keep our eye on APH because we do have that limit in at 606 still. If that were to fill. put a stop on this just below my buy, which is kind of cool because there's a, well, I guess I'll go 825. It's a hefty 10,000 there. Put it at 825. Sorry, 1020. Oh, where am I? Yeah, 825. Looks like this is hitting into the 610. We're again limit order 606 right here. Don't know if we'll hit it or not. Just the one we got out of. Pulled the trigger early, I think. Just had that little hiccup in there. That's okay. We also have the limit order in for, let me find it. Yeah, ACB at 251 right here. I do not know if this will fill, but we've had it for a little while now. Volume's really down on a lot of these. So I'm putting a limit order on YRI at 366. I'm just about to submit it. I like it because I pulled the 5-day on this. You see here 366. This is a pretty good chunky support for a full day, and then even the next day just slightly above. So you'd have to hit pretty hard to drop below 365, and there's a nice 150,000 at 365, which is a little bit bigger number than the ones surrounding it. So I don't know if it's gonna fill, but I'm sort of fishing for that number, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I got in YRI at 366. Yes, so you can see it had a big sell-off here and a big rebuy, so happy with that. Seems like a good point. YRI 366. How many units? 3,000. So now we got a couple things to watch. So JE looks like it's still pushing up a little bit, very slowly. You can see some bids at 31, 831. Not many sells at 832, so that's a good sign. APH is just frozen. Still got the limit order in at 606. And that's it. Oh, this guy. Okay, just sold off YRI at 368 and pushed up, capping at 370. Had a bit of a downswing. I just saw this 368 number shrinking, so I got out at a little profit, which I'm happy with. $46. And again, that's what we're trying to do this week, is just sort of get little winners, just sort of get some positive momentum back, and play things fairly safe. And then JE has come down a little bit, but again, there's still a lot more interest on the sell side, or on the buy side, than on the sell side until we got up in here. So I'm gonna let this one go a little more. I have a stop loss on it at 825 just in case, but hopefully it should rebound a little bit from 830, and I'll just keep my eye on it. I just jumped in a quick trade. 1542, this ECA down the whole day, but this big 1540 makes me excited. And if you look at the 2-day, let's look at the 5-day. Oops, 5-day, 30-minute. You can see this line here at like 1540. In lots of support the last bunch of days, so you can see it's come down a lot, but I think it's gonna bounce back on this, around this point, hopefully. That's the plan. So we're in at 1542, and we'll see how it goes. So this is ECA. $1,200, 1542. Seems to be moving quite a lot, so I want to pay attention to this one. It's a big number here at 1540. If it smashes through here, I'm not excited. Stop loss at 1535. 1535, where are we here? 1,200 units. $15.35. Stock market. All right, so I'm in a 1541, stop loss 1535. Not a very big stop loss, but my hope is that this is close to the bottom of the gravy train. I don't know what that means. This is also close to the, if you look at, say, 1 month on the day, it's also close to the low for the last 3 days. So you can see it opened quite high today and it's just gone down all day, but I think this might be pushing the low. Here we go. So I like bidders at 1541. That's where we got it. YRI, I definitely got out a bit early, got excited there at 368. It's got up a few more cents, but what are you gonna do? And JE has petered right back down to where I bought it at, unfortunately. So there's still time in the day. It's hitting a low of day. I have my stop loss at 825, so hopefully it will rebound a little from there. But let's focus on this guy. Oh, it's looking good. Big numbers on 1542. 1543 is shrinking. Hope we can get back into the 1560s on this. The high of day yesterday was 1568, day before 1570, day before 1577. Our high day today was 16. So hoping for a good rebound on this one. JE looks like it's moving back up a little bit. APH is just tinkering around. We could still hit our 606 though. Still waiting for that to possibly fill. Okay. I actually got into ACB, which is the one I've been sitting on since back here. It cleared into the 251, so I was able to pick it up at 251, which I'm pretty happy about, primarily because these chunky numbers right below it, 250, 249. So I will put my stop loss at 247. I might end up holding this overnight, maybe. I'm just looking at the bigger charts. The 5-day. Yesterday it got as low as 243. Remember my rule 1, if I hold it overnight, I won't put a stop loss on it. Yeah, I'll let this ride a little bit. I'll put a stop loss for now, just the chance of it moving into here are pretty astronomical, but I guess I'll stop loss 247. Should obviously be quite a bit below low of day. That puts it to over low of day for yesterday. Oh no. Yesterday morning it had pretty low. But hit 248 twice yesterday and didn't go below after it opened low. So 247. Double check quantity. Stop market. Alright, so I have a stop market sell at 247. Lots of protection with 3 cents above me that are very high. Yeah, but there's some big numbers going up, so even though it dropped into where I liked it, I don't expect more than taking a cent or two off this one. So anyway, and then ECA has unfortunately ramped up a little bit, got up to 1546, but then tanked back down, and we're at 1536 with a 1 cent gap. So I might get stopped out on this one. My stop loss is 1535. So we'll see how it goes, but we're into new territory for the day. It hasn't been this low today at this point. And yeah, we'll just wait and see. And JE, same thing. It sort of ramped up a little bit, came back down close to low of day. We got in really low. We got in right at this low of day point. So, you know, we're just sort of holding on. APH looks like it might fill us. It's really teased the 606. But we haven't hit it yet. So we're still waiting on that. So we got a few things in play right now. Get rid of this YRI so we don't get confused. We got a few things in play. See how it goes. Okay, we just got into APH again. That's 606. You can see here it's a 1 cent gap. Now there's sellers at 606. So I gotta be careful of this one. Even though it's a big number, it can go quick. So I will not. Wow, $6 is pretty impressive. So I'll stop it at 601. So let me just get the numbers into the chart. 606. And it's 1500. Find the number just to make sure. 606, so 2,000 units. Okay, so we will stop it at 601. Stop market 601. Shares. Okay. Okay, so we got our stop in there. And dropped 605 for just a moment, but we're looking at sellers or buyers at 606 again. So here's hoping we'll get a couple cents off this one. Okay, quick update for you. Quarter after 3. ECA has finally jumped up a little bit. 1546, 1545. Selling off now a bit. JE is just not doing anything. We got it down here. Came up a little bit, but it's tanking again. So our stop loss is 825, which it might hit. APH, we got at 606. Little bit of movement. And ACB, we got in at 251. We now have some buyers at 252, which is cool. So let's keep an eye on this, and we'll see how we finish up. All right, we're at 326. ECA is still pushing up. 1555 on the bid. So I took off the stop loss. All right, hang on. Hopefully 1554. Yeah, 1554 filled. It could certainly get back up here. Not that stoked about my sale. But I'm seeing these 40,000, 35,000, 31,000 all the way up, and 2,000, 14,000 on the way down. So it may have pushed to the cap for now. So I'll get out at 1554. And that is $130 profit. Not bad. Going in the right direction again for sure. The ACB, I put a sell on at 253. Hopefully it'll fill. If not, I can just try and dump it at 252 the next half hour. JE looks like it stopped us out. Yep. That one was disappointing actually, because let me make sure what we got it at. JE. Yeah, stops out at 825, because that one we got in at 827, which was low of day, and it just kept on. It teased us for a bit and then just sunk down. So that 825 is a little disappointing, but it's only a $38 loss. I didn't have a very high. I think because we bought it and it moved up pretty nicely, we're able to put a pretty tight stop loss on it. So that one is $38 loss. So now we have the ACB left. If that would fill at 253, that would be about a $60 profit. And APH is actually now touching the 605, so we'll see. 601 is our stop loss, and we'll see what happens. I expect some sort of movement in the next 15 or 20 minutes on here. Yeah, you can see ECA is still climbing, so I misread that a bit. Looks like it wants to go higher, but that's okay. Sometimes you're not always going to get out at the top of situations. You got to take some profits. And oh, did this just give me some action? Oh, we're able to get 3,700 out of 4,000 shares filled on ACB. So we might finish this trade. Should be cool. Another one in the win column. Of course, the AIM at the beginning of the day sort of started us off with a big negative, but I think overall, just having a bit of a positive win-loss rate, feeling a little, get some feeling good back, I think would make me happy. This might be turning. Let's see if it starts to fill this 605. Get rid of silly old JE. Keep my eye on this guy, just for curiosity's sake. Let's see if this one fills completely. Still 3,700. Okay, we filled completely on ACB. So that one is complete. $66 profit after commission. So now, if you look at our day, let me just put the dates in here. If you look at our day, we had AIM to start, which was brutal. Got hit pretty bad on that one. Then we had APH with a little win. NDM with a loss, but marginal loss. And these three all, we couldn't do anything with them for about an hour and a half because the software crashed. So CVE, just a barely tiny little profit of $7. JE is the one we just got stopped out of, $38 loss. YRI got a $46 profit. ECA, we got a $130 profit. ACB, we just closed for a $66 profit, and now APH is the only one left. I don't think I'll be doing any more trading today unless something gets really exciting. So just this APH. So it's starting to break down. Oh, there we go. There's the big crash. So just broke through 605. So we might get stopped out of this at 601. But we will see. I thought that 605 would hold. So yeah, in hindsight, looking at ECA, even though it went up a few more cents, I'm happy we got it. We got it at 15.55, which it's puttering around right now, so I'm not disappointed with that sell at all. APH now building again. Okay, 347. I canceled the stop loss on the APH. I'm debating on holding it overnight. Basically has almost not moved today after a 40-cent downswing on Friday, and Thursday a $1 and some odd cent upswing. So I don't know. Not sure what to do. Just gonna watch it. I'll have a sell order ready with my finger on the trigger, and I do have stuff to do tomorrow. That's the only thing. So that sort of forced me to potentially hold it for a couple of days. I don't know. But no decisions need to be made right now. Maybe it'll pop up. Big ask at 608. Bigger ask at 611, 612. Really hasn't moved too much aside from the wrong way over the last little while. Oh, we see an upswing. Yay. So we're in at 606 on this. But there's no protection anymore from a big bid underneath us all the way down to $6, so not that excited about it. Pressure on the bid is rising a little bit. So looking at the most active stocks for the day, this ELD was top of the list right here. Moving 10 million shares today. That's impressive. $4 a share, 40 million. Here's how it looked. Oh, looks like weed is pushing up. Here we go. It's good news. It's going to bank into that 608. We'll see what it can do. Get out for a break even at this point. I need a coffee. I need a coffee. $607 is teensy tiny. Let's push 607. Take a 1 cent profit. probably not beat the juice. All right, there we go. That's good. Let's keep that going. See, this number gets smaller. Oh, nope. 608 just got smashed. Ugh. Oh, 607 just got smashed too. It's not looking good. Not looking good. We have 4.5 minutes till close. And some big numbers on the ask. Let's push it up. Come on. There we go. You know you want to go a few cents more. You know you want to go a few cents more. It's too much to ask to want more than a penny on the upside. Maybe it is. The giant numbers are gone from here at least. We're running out of time. 2.5 minutes. Alright, pushing up. Minute and a half, very close to running away. Yeah, running away at 6:07. All right, filled at 6:07. not enough time. There's a minute left. So the day is as follows. $6 profit on the last one. Beautiful. It's a win. Win is a win. Is a win. It's a win. So today, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 trades. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3. Big loss was the AIM, the first one, 349. And then we just battled some winners. So it feels good. I think the biggest mistake I made by far is, which one was it? The APH. No, the NDM right here. NDM. I'll show you, talk about it. This was one where, let me look at my exit point. 245 entry, so in here, and then it came down here and I had no opportunity at all to, the software was down, so I was kind of stuck in here, and when the software let me play again, we were in here, so I put a stop loss, and then we started to go up, and right in here at 244, so right here I sort of got scared, and I thought, okay, I'm back to even. I was expected to be losing on this, and I wasn't, so I ran away, and I think I could have waited for right in here. I know it's there's a quick drop after there, but you know, probably could have got 250 at least right in here, even if I had seen this first drop down and sold off at 250. I could have made you know, a few $100 versus losing 60. So other than that, everything went well. I don't even know, oh, I haven't updated this in a few days. I didn't do the 11th, 12th. I'll leave room for those. So I did 9 trades in total, and oh yeah, you guys can't see this screen. I'm just doing the math on the day. Yeah, losing day. But 9 trades minus 163 is the final. But like I said, we are 6 and 3, and if it wasn't for the software exploding on us, we may have seen a better result on this AIM specifically. But overall, I feel pretty good. It feels in control and good. All the buys were smaller, as I said I was going to do. The number of shares is smaller, so it'll be more of a battle to beat the fees. However, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the situation. So I'm going to go now. I got lots of stuff to do. See ya. See ya. I don't know about tomorrow. Probably Wednesday.